veteran in your life is experiencing thoughts of suicide, dial 988, then press 1 to reach the Veterans Crisis Line.
I'm attorney Brian Ritchie. Big truck accidents can cause life-changing injuries, and life-changing injuries deserve life-changing money. I know big truck wrecks, and I know how to fight those big insurance companies. If you've been hurt by a big truck, contact us at ritchielaw.com. I'm on top of it.
CDW. Make amazing happen. Learn more at cdw.com.
Your home for the Durham Bulls.
I'm WRAL meteorologist Elizabeth Gardner. We have a small chance for thunderstorms again this afternoon. A few of those could produce some wind damage. It's a level 1 risk. 96 the high temperature today. It'll feel more like 102 this afternoon, which keeps us just out of a heat advisory. 74 overnight tonight, and then we will rinse and repeat all weekend. Highs Saturday and Sunday will be in the mid-90s with a chance of afternoon and evening storms.
The Sports Shop is presented by Alsco Linen and Uniform Rental Service. Alsco's first aid service is great for office buildings, restaurants, automotive facilities, or anywhere emergencies can happen. Call Alsco today at 919-828-7491 or visit alsco.com. Again, that is alsco.com to learn more about what they can provide for your business.
Uh-oh. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's tomorrow, but Friday is today.
I was like, okay, here we go.
Fantastic Funky Friday. Let go.
I found a love reviser key. Unlocks the heart and souls of you and me. Love will learn to sing your song, yeah. Love is written in the stone. Every man I meet, walk the time. Free to wonder past his conscious mind. Love will come and take you home, yeah. Written in the stone.
Top of the morning to you. I am D. Earl Reese with an S. We got a lovely and talented Pamela Thompson-Smith. Good morning, Pamela.
Good morning.
And we got the professional, A-Town, behind the glass. I was talking about you last night, A-Town. Everybody want to know about A-Town.
What was that?
He's got a whole fan
I know,
club.
everybody say, Alice seems such like he's a really nice person. I say he
They're right. They're right.
I say he is. But then I was reminded about what song? Oh, I think we was talking about the American Idol winner. He was singing a song, and I didn't realize. Well, I knew, but I could remember it was by Anthony Hamilton. Remember? Well, we had a conversation about that. I can't remember what we talked about yesterday. But you remember this?
I don't remember the conversation. Did A play the song?
Yeah, it was Anthony. It was Her Heart by Anthony Hamilton, but that was Jamal, whatever. Yeah, the guy who won American Idol from Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
And I was reminded about that. I said, dog, but people. And I can't remember what happened again. Literally.
On the way in. Literally.
That is so true. Oh man, but top of the morning to you again. This is Fantastic Funky Friday. We are the gap between you and tomorrow and the weekend.
The weekend,
that's
baby.
Right. That's right. We're gonna do what we can. Thank you for joining us. I want to just say we really appreciate everyone that reaches out to us and follow us. We don't take it lightly. We really do appreciate it. So the second night of the NBA 2025 draft was was held last night, and seemed like it's gonna be hard for me to say this for a couple of reasons.
Oh wow.
The Charlotte Hornets they did pretty damn good in their draft.
Mm-hmm.
They got Conker Nipple, obviously. They got Sion James.
Yes. It's a very good look.
And the pick I love it's the one that's Ryan Kalbrenner from Creighton, the 7'2" guy. I always go looking for him. I was looking for him in case I missed something in the first round because he was the first round the last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And he fell to the second round. I just think that was a great pickup. I think the Charlotte Hornets did really, really good. Two teammates from Duke are playing together now. Sion James is a grown man. He's a guy. Let's think about this for a minute. He wasn't even heavily recruited coming out of high school. So he goes to Tulane.
Right.
And plays his 4 years and had 1 year left because of COVID. And he comes to Duke. And he elevates himself to be an NBA player. And he's going to make it because he's really a good defensive player. He's 6'6", and he's just unbelievable. Now his girlfriend, I just found out this morning on social media. Hassan Pinto and Brianna Pinto, who's a unbelievable soccer player with the Carolina. They live in Durham, live right here. That's his girlfriend. So that's kind of cool.
That is cool. I'm so shocked that you knew that.
Oh, you didn't know that?
Because on social media, I usually get that before you because you don't pay any attention to the entertainment
okay. Wait a minute.
piece. So I'm really shocked about the girlfriend.
I'm shocked too. Oh, so you knew this? You knew this already?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't. I got better things to do with my time.
But you one up me on that.
The thing is,
one.
I know them. That's the thing that I know them. I know
Okay.
Brianna. And I know her son's been on the show. Brianna, she's been on the show many times before. Even when she was at Carolina. So anyway, that was kind of cool.
We should talk to him again.
Yeah. But I'm working to get Drake Powell on and a couple other guys. So yeah, we can do
Can you get Khan on?
We probably will since he's gonna be around here now. I mean, it's not like he's going anywhere. Cause I damn sure ain't going to Charlotte.
I knew you know.
I'll catch him.
That's why I said that.
Well, actually, maybe when we're down there for the
we could do
ACC
that.
kickoff. By the way, we're gonna be pushing that all starting next Tuesday. The sports shop. This gonna be one of our reads. I already written it up. I gotta get it to you. Sports shop gonna be live in Charlotte, the 22nd through the 24th. And let me tell you, this is gonna be. And I know I'm gonna get back on the draft, but I got a little distracted talking about this. So this is gonna be the first year, probably since we've been covering this thing. Well, I'm thinking about this. See, Dabo has always been the main like the eye candy
right
for the ACC kickoff. Now at one point, Jimbo was there at Florida State. He was getting a lot of attention. Of course, we talked with him. But Dabo Swinney has always been like the main guy. Dabo got to move over this year, Pam.
I know. This is going to be interesting. But then, he looks for us.
Yeah. We ain't got to worry about him.
We ain't got to worry about him, but now we got to build that rapport with Bill Belichick.
We got to still give Dabo some love, but we got to sync up with Bill Belichick. I want Dabo to get jealous because, this new eye candy coming in,
right?
And we kind of like gonna shine him up. We got to treat him right now.
Yeah. I mean, we can't make it. He's not gonna move to the side chick.
Right. Well, yeah.
But we got to build the rapport with Bill, trying to make Bill the main chick.
That's one way of putting it.
We still gotta have our card. Do you think Bill would be the type that's gonna get excited about our card game?
I don't know.
Dabo does.
Well, make sure you bring it this year.
You tell way too much.
No, I think you probably let. No,
I did. I always have.
I think the basketball where you need to bring it.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. But they always somewhat gravitate towards you for some reason. I don't know why. I mean,
Kmac Jordan is not going to have that this year.
In fact, boy, real talk. Because I was telling the guy, because now Let me tell you, it is so serious now with Bill. By Bill being in Carolina now, and the media people are going to understand why I say this now, versus before. Steve Kirshner used to have all our credentials, right?
Right.
Now they got a whole separate person just out of football. Because that's why football, and I know him, so we good. But the football is a whole separate entity now.
That's different. That's wild.
That's strong. That's Jordan and Bill. But Jordan coming up with Bill, if she walk in there with him, part of his entourage, I'm like, Bill, come on now. No, I think.
I don't think she will. She didn't go to Florida to the
coaches.
Yeah, she didn't go.
Okay. You sure?
Well,
you sure she wasn't in the room?
She might have been in the room, but they didn't show her at the event.
I think the message. Okay, we'll get back on football next week because that's the only thing we're gonna have. So we got the summer league coming up. We'll get into that.
Right.
But let's get back to the NBA. Second round. My message behind the NBA second round is that the NIL showed us his colors, so to speak. Errol Reese, what the hell are you talking about? There were no freshmen drafted last night in the second round.
Right. I think it was like 18 in the first round.
Yeah, because it made sense. And that's why that's why I was concerned about Drake. Why are you going to you're going to go to the draft and potentially get drafted in the second round, and you making more money, or could be making more money in college than the second round is making.
Right.
Unbeknownst to me, here you got drafted the first round. So
right. But no other freshmen. Yeah,
no other freshmen. So the NIL has this impact on that. I thought that was interesting because, typically we'll see freshmen going number 56 and 57 and all that. No, it didn't work out that way. We had some seasoned guys. We had, Tyrese Proctor getting drafted. And by the way,
to Cleveland, I think.
Cleveland and Sion James going to the Hornets. They whole entire starting five.
Right, I was gonna say we got to give it to Duke.
but okay. Let's give it to Duke.
Okay, you got
round of applause. Give me a round of applause, please, sir. Round of applause for Duke. Round of applause.
Yes.
Round of applause. Yeah.
We got Cooper Flag on 1, Continental on 4, and then
Madawa, yeah.
Yep, he went. Is he 10th? And then last night you got Sion, and then you got Proctor.
Tyrese Proctor. So I gave him a round of applause. I gave him they just do, if you will. But then I come back to my conversation I had yesterday.
Okay.
How can you have 5 people be drafted off this team, all starters? Be drafted. And you not hanging the banners? You didn't win the championship?
No, you
didn't. Matter of fact, did you make it to the final game? I mean, I'll wait.
You'll be waiting.
I'll wait. And speaking of final games, I think both these guys they played in final games when they was in Carolina. That would be R.J. Davis and what's the who I'm thinking about? I'm looking right at him. Used to date your girl.
You used to date my girl.
You're the girl. You're basketball player for Carolina.
Caleb.
Yeah, Caleb. Caleb. Yeah, both of them. Caleb. What Caleb last name? I ain't had my coffee yet.
Caleb Love.
Thank you, man. I can't believe it, boy. Hey, man, when it starts slipping, it's slipping.
It slips for us.
But Caleb Love and, of course, R.J. Davis, they both signed 2-way contracts with their teams. I don't know what teams they signed with. If you know, put it in the chat. But it's just interesting about last night. Last night was all right. I didn't even watch. I was away a lot. I didn't watch it. But here's let's get a couple of sounds. Here's PJ Carlissimo talking about the big kid I mentioned from Creighton, how it's a steal for the Hornets. Take a listen.
I'm really high on this guy. He knows how to play. Excellent pick and roll player. Their pick and roll was a clinic. Watching them in pick and roll, he can block shots. I think he's closer to being a good outside shooter. He's not bad with threes, but I think he will. He's got the potential and he's got the stroke even better. I think this is a steal. I think he's going to be a very good contributor right away in the NBA.
And I mentioned that, I think Charlotte, overall grade,
I think I've seen a B plus.
No, they should have an A now.
I just saw it earlier.
Oh, wait, really? A B plus?
B plus, yeah. But they should, because they also got the other guy we didn't talk about. What's his name? The real talk, Liam. Oh, I forgot where he's from. I have to look him up. So they got 3 really, really good ones.
Yeah, look him up. We're going to talk about that.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Because we talked, his girlfriend, Liam McNeely. They got him.
Oh, yeah. They got him in the first round. Yeah, from Connecticut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Who went to, he played, of course. He played with Cooper Flagg in high school.
Yeah.
At Mount Vernon, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wow.
So his girlfriend was talking on Instagram as soon as he got drafted.
Speaking of,
her name is Ryan.
Speaking of, I'm doing my little research like you. Did you? So, the kid, his name, he got 3 names from South Carolina. Who was drafted from South Carolina? Balls or something Balls is his name. Boyles. If you can put it up. Because, when he was announced yesterday, he had his girlfriend with him. Who was fairly attractive. I said, but she looked familiar. She looks familiar. And you know who his girlfriend is?
Who's his girlfriend?
No, Kitts, who plays for South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
The white girl, who can straight. I love her games. But that's his girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I thought that was kind of cool. Yeah, man.
Ballers like ballers.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Take one and know one. Speaking of the American, but before we talk about our partnership with the American Red Cross, I'm gonna give Pam a chance to look it up because we only got a couple of days left here in June. Okay. I mentioned about the NIL is really it's affecting how the second round went last night. It may be different next year because the money may change a little bit. But here's Jonathan. How do you pronounce his name? Jonathan Giovanni. Yeah, Jonathan Giovanni on how NIL has affected the second round of this year's draft.
It had a massive impact on the pool. This was the weakest second round that I've seen in my 20 years covering the NBA draft. There were 15 to 20 players who could have heard their names called tonight that are going back to college basketball next year. And it's not just Americans. There's a lot of European players who were in my second round all year long and got $2 to $3 million offers to play in the Big 12, the SEC, or the ACC. And they said, sure, I'll take the $3 million over a maybe two-way. So, yeah, But what that means is the 2026 draft is going to be stacked because there are going to be a ton of juniors, rising seniors coming back, and those guys are going to, flood the next year's draft class. We have AJ DeBonza, Cam Boozer, Darren Peterson. It's going to be an awesome group of players.
Well, there it is, though. So, hey, get ready for next year, but this year is kind of weak because people say, no, I'm staying in school, get my money.
Right.
I'm not going to mess around with it.
I want my money.
And Pam's going to tell us something about our partnership with the American Red Cross. But before we do that, I did talk to Alan Mason. He's very, very happy with what we're doing with them. They have been watching, so it's all good. So the Sports Shop, we have a unique partnership with the American Red Cross. They have special things going on each and every month. And the month of June is running out, but Pam's going to give you some things you can do before the month runs out.
Absolutely. As the busy 4th of July holiday, which is hard to believe, is next week, as it gets closer, the American Red Cross asks donors to celebrate by making a blood or platelet donation and do an appointment, and this will help with blood supplies. You talk about us being in the summer.
Yep.
This is because while all blood types are needed, donors with type O blood are the most urgently needed. So I want to make sure that I mentioned that. Changes to the blood supply can happen in an instant. The American Red Cross urges donors to help stay prepared by making an appointment to give blood. Make sure you do that this June. And you can do that if you want more information by going to redcrossblood.org.
Oh, man, it's good stuff. We love the partnership. Let's keep the party going with the American Red Cross. When we get back on the other side, we're going to keep the conversation going about the NBA. Where the hell is Ace Bailey? I mean, people like, other guys that Utah drafted showed up. Ace still he's still at the house.
With a frown on his face.
Yeah,
he didn't smile at all. He was just looking.
He tried to play it off. But we're going to find out. He better be that Monday because that's when they started to get ready for the summer league. So,
right.
So we'll get some more little updates on that plus more information about the association, the free agency is coming up on Tuesday as well. Several things are happening. And some little football is in the news as well.
I can't wait to talk about that. I'm a little heated.
Uh-oh. Well, I can't hear. That's a hell of a tease right there. Let's go. After the break.
Will it be a fade, a trim, a chop, or clean? Time for straight talk that cuts to the issues of importance in the community in the Sports Shop Barber Chair.
The Adam Gold Show.
Look, I know Carolina's got a lot of money to spend, about $29 million in cap room, but I want them to spend it on the right player. Mitch Marner is a great player, a world-class point producer, but he's not a center. He doesn't score in the playoffs, and he doesn't play physical. Add him, but you better add something else up front, preferably in the middle, otherwise it won't work.
The Adam Gold Show, weekdays starting at noon on 99.9 The Fan.
It's Jasmine from The Sports Shop. The Sports Shop is presented in part by Alsco Linen and Uniform Rental Services. Everyone loves the Alsco Injury Report featuring the Alsco First Aid Kit. So stop what you're doing right now and call 919-828-7491 to get your free personal first aid kit. That's right, you can get your own personal first aid kit for free. Call Alsco today at 919-828-7491. Stop what you're doing right now and call 919-828-7491.
Find what you love what you find. A Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you. All kinds of beers and thousands of wines. Guides in the know and prices so low, it just might blow your mind. You're gonna find what you love and love what you find.
With curbside pickup and delivery available, you'll always find what you love, only at Total Wine & More.
Drink responsibly, B21.
Hi, I'm news correspondent Bob Woodruff. In 2006, a roadside bomb struck the armored vehicle I was riding in while reporting from Iraq. I sustained a life-threatening traumatic brain injury. The military term, "got your six," means I have your back. And that day, our service members had mine. During my recovery, I learned firsthand the challenges facing our service members who return home with injuries. While serving, their fellow service members always had their six. Now that they're home, it is our turn. We started the Bob Woodruff Foundation to make sure that the camaraderie and support they relied on in the military carries on, and we need you. Please join us as part of the Got Your Six initiative and help us be there for impacted veteran service members and their families. They've had our backs. It's time we have theirs. Learn more at gotyoursix.org. That's gotyoursix.org, using the number 6.
Dear hero, whoever you are, you save lives. I live with sickle cell and the pain and the issues that come along with sickle cell every day. I've had lots and lots of blood transfusions over my lifetime, probably in the hundreds. Blood helps me to be able to live.
My final tour was in Afghanistan in 2008. I was hit June 3rd. The next thing I remember, I woke up in Germany. The doctor came in and said, "We're going to amputate your leg." I had to get a lot of blood transfusion to stay alive.
Because of you, I'm allowed to see my son grow up.
Because of you, I got a second chance at life.
Giving equals living. Give blood. Replenish the supply. Make an appointment to give today by visiting hhs.gov/giveblood. This message is brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Meals from those years are hard to forget. It was all white bread and whole milk, hamburger casseroles and quiche Lorraines, all with a side of cigarettes. We ate salads as desserts. We knew a party was classy if it had a cheese log, and we never missed an after-dinner smoke. It didn't matter if we were in our dining rooms, a burger joint, or the ritziest of restaurants. There'd be an ashtray on every table, and that very particular flavor in every meal. We smoked for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's amazing that our food could taste like anything else. If that was you then, get your lungs screened now. Surviving lung cancer starts with a scan. Learn more at screenyourlungs.org. This PSA was made possible by industry funding and guidance from lung cancer patient groups.
We don't want you on our team.
You're too slow and fat.
This is weight bias.
Don't you care how you look?
Those with the serious disease called obesity face weight bias every day
You're not the right fit for this job.
and blame themselves.
I wish I was different.
Weight bias hurts.
Let's stop weight bias.
Be part of the solution.
Go to stopweightbias.com. A public service message from Obesity Action Coalition.
Real fan analysis, good vibes. The Sports Shop on Buzz Sports Radio and WRAL Sports Plus TV.
Just like my love, everlasting. The beat goes on.
Well, Liam, Fantastic Funky Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Yeah. Sports Shop with Reese and Kmac. I'm D.L. Reese with the S. Rock with Kmac in the building. Good people. The lovely, talented Pamela Thunder Smith is in the building.
Good morning.
And the beat goes just like my love, baby. Just like everlasting. 919-890-6200. Sports Shop, Reese Kmac, YouTube.
Don't stop for nobody.
99.9 HD2 620 AM the Buzz, 104.5 FM. The best for the Sports Shop. Reese Kmac, our podcast. Man. Come on, people.
Be someone Hey, hey.
Man, we are getting it in.
There's never been ended.
Sports Shop, Reese Kmac, Fantastic Funky Friday, man. We're getting it in. I see a lot of people out there, our co-hosts rocking with us out on YouTube. We appreciate you, as always. So, like I said, I think, and Pam reminded me of Lynn McNeely. I think overall, I think the doggone Hornets had a pretty good draft.
Yeah.
Got Con Canupo, they got Sean James, they got the big kid from Creighton who's 7'2", who can run the floor. And as PJ Carlissimo just mentioned, he's really good in the pick and roll. Then they got this kid who can fill it up, Matt Neely. So I mean, they got some good parts. So I'm impressed with this draft more so than I've been in a long time with that particular organization.
I think they may be on the right track as far as looking ahead and building for the future. And I think they're more. A lot of people don't want to hear it, but I think they're shielding themselves from being handcuffed by ball. And
that's good.
You know, you want to play here, you can play here. You know,
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't, and we understand.
That's fine. It's all good. Everybody mad.
You know, I think they're probably saying we're gonna build a young nucleus, a young team, and if you want to be the guy in the focal point, you can do that. But if you think you can, do better somewhere else,
wow, yep,
we'll talk to you then.
That's right.
You know what I mean? We'll talk. We'll see you on the other side.
We're gonna go very, very, very quickly to Chuck. What's going on, Chuck? Louisiana, how's it going, man? We up against it. What you got?
Good morning, you four. Yeah, I was just calling. And that's something you played the whisper. I had seen that Walter Scott passed at the age of 81. A great group. Solar Records, a Dick Griffey creation.
Okay.
But I'm just continuation. You were just talking about. What you were about to talk about Ace Bailey? Yeah, that young man. I told my father about him. Like I said, I tell you, a guy from here that lives in Salt Lake City. One of my dad's band brothers from Grambling. They were in the trumpet section together. A guy named George Brown. He is George Brown Quintet. It's a jazz. He's a jazz trumpeter.
Okay.
Yeah, he's been in Salt Lake City for years. He's retired from the railroad, retired supervisor. He and his wife live out there. And I told Dad, I said when you talk to Mr. Brown, I said you might need to tell him to get in touch with tell Ace Bailey come in and talk to him. And by the way, I've been to Salt Lake City. They do have some R&B stations there in Salt Lake City. Keep him entertained. And in the off season, south of there, Provo, Utah is 45 miles from there.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
south. and yes, and they have a straight shot to Las Vegas as well. Yeah, St. George, Utah is right at the state line. Nevada.
Chuck, I don't even want to know how you know all this, but I'm impressed. You know a whole lot of stuff about.
I've been out there.
Okay. Hey, Chuck, we're up against it, man. I appreciate you. Have a good weekend.
You have a great weekend.
You too. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I want to get a story in right before we get to Firebirds Friday. Justin Tucker, who was a place kicker for the Baltimore Ravens, they cut him. Then it turns out the league came out and applied a 10-game suspension to him for his, extracurricular activity with massage therapists or massage parlors or what you want to call it. I just thought, I hadn't really thought about it until my esteemed colleague reminded me. I don't know what all Deshaun Watson did. I know he was kind of playing around in the same space, and but you had some comments about this, Pam, regarding the 10-game which a 10-game suspension pretty much means that almost after the first half of this season coming up, he could get back on the team and play for somebody.
Right. It starts August 26th.
And by the way, he's gonna get picked up because he is good, and somebody's gonna sign him. Hands down, trust me on this one.
Right. Now, a couple differences in that I like your play on words, playing around, because that's exactly what he was obviously allegedly doing with 16 massage therapists, which have now accused him of unwanted advances or behavior. And so the NFL is saying that we have looked into the allegations, and based on that, they've given him this suspension of 10 games.
Yes.
Which I think is interesting. I think Deshaun was 11 games, if I'm not mistaken. And he will be able to play again. Although the good thing for him, maybe not so good, is that he had his worst season ever in the NFL this last season.
Maybe that was on his
mind. Which is a little bit different than Deshaun was having his best season and got picked up. So it could be some trouble there. But it's just interesting with, how they put a number 10 or a number 11 on it, on these allegations. So, does that mean, from a woman's standpoint, we're all going to ask, does that mean they're just discounting it? Because if you really found something to where, it's 10, then why is it not harsher? So it's always a little heartburn with this, because I still have heartburn about Deshaun Washington.
Watson,
I'm sorry.
And now I don't know how Justin what they're alleging here is pretty clear. I don't know how he don't. I don't know how he don't catch a case on this one, but we'll see. Because he actually did do some acts.
Right. So that's where the heartburn is. So
he actually did do some
right.
Some acts. He finished the act.
Right. And so if you know that, then why do you leave it open-ended for him to be able to come right back?
Yeah, you heard me.
See,
you heard me.
That's finished and that's ending. So I was trying to. Well,
they're not the same.
Well,
two things.
Well.
He finished the act at the ending.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And massage parlors said that. Anyway, go ahead. What'd you say now, Pam?
Yeah.
He messed me up with that last thing.
No, but he know where I was going with that.
Exactly. But what I'm saying is, because of that, what Kmac said, I won't even try to repeat that.
Yeah.
Then this makes this seem like, okay, just a little tap. On the shoulder.
Well, here's Alan Schefter talking about Justin Tucker being suspended. Let's take a listen.
The NFL has suspended Justin Tucker 10 games for violating the league's personal conduct policy. Tucker is free to sign with other teams. He could go to training camp, but he will be suspended for the first 10 weeks. He issued a statement through his representative, Rob Roach, in which he said basically he disagreed with the NFL's assessment of this situation. Everybody knows what Justin Tucker was allegedly involved in during the offseason. Contact with masseuses, asking certain favors. But in this particular case, he insists that he's done nothing wrong. He stands by his statement of innocence. The league went so far as to suspend him for the 10 weeks of the season. But Justin Tucker also said he's prepared to accept the league's punishment and move forward from this point on.
Yeah, I mean, that tells me
He's still claiming innocent.
Yeah, but of course you're going to say that.
Right.
I mean, still not going to take away the fact you're going to be out 10 games. So we're going to say, I'm guilty, so I'm out 10 games. No, he said I'm innocent, so I'll be out 10 games.
USA Today has a story out that says Justin Tucker saw women as disposable.
Oh, damn. Really?
He doesn't deserve the sympathy that he's getting.
Who gets sympathy? Who gets him sympathy?
Well, some people would look at just the 10-game suspension as sympathy.
You're right about that.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
But in all, there were dozens of allegations with the following masseuses, in at least 3 specific incidents where things took place on the table. So,
what?
Not like, he brushed up against me and these went way beyond that.
Yeah, absolutely. He finished.
Yeah.
And he was getting away with, he went to 16 of them?
Yeah. And again, this is another incident where he went outside of the team. So you got some team masseuse. I mean, you can do it. He did this outside of the team.
I mean, Instagram, wherever to get them from.
Just picking them.
Yeah,
Thinking they're not going to talk.
Anyway.
So this is I'm sick of this.
No, never mind.
Anyway.
Okay.
Well.
Yeah, they talking all right.
To be continued, this story here, because we're going to follow the story. Right now, I'm going to tell you how you can lock in with us right here on the Sports Shop. If you want to be involved with, of course, directly into what we do each and every day, man, you can join. You can click on the red QR code, join our team, and be part of everything that we're doing. We mentioned yesterday we're going to have newsletters coming out, several things that you can participate in. So make sure you lock in on that. And of course, you're going to rock with us like a lot of Billy Woods and James Blackwell and several people, Neil, and several other people that are doing right now out on YouTube. You can scan out the black QR code that gets you right into it. Subscribe and like and share our YouTube page. So really, really appreciate that. When we get back though, we always rock with Firebirds Friday. We're going to do that after the break. Let's go.
You're listening to The Sports Shop with Reese and Kmac, presented by Alsco Linen and Uniform Rental Services. Alsco, the worldwide leader in linen and uniform rental services for restaurants, healthcare, the automotive industry, and industrial facilities.
Canes fans, your team will be turned upside down.
Said upside down, you're turning me. You're giving love instinctively. Round and round, you're turning me.
Listen all week for our coverage of the Canes free agent frenzy. Instant reaction to all the Canes additions and moves, and the latest signings from across the NHL. It's the Canes free agent frenzy on 99.9 The Fan, driven by John Heister Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Lillington. Get off your keister and get to Heister.
This is Kmac. You're tuned into the Sports Shop, where we go beyond the game and delve into the heart of what truly matters. It's time to talk about men's mental health. We're a community with a way of life that brings together family, friends, and fans to discuss the thrill of the big game. But life is about more than just sports. We recognize that every day men engage in various activities that form the fabric of their lives. Whether it's in the barbershop, the salon, or the cigar lounge, these are places where conversations flow freely, friendships are forged, and bonds are strengthened. Today, we want to remind all men out there that it's okay to talk about more than just the game. Your mental health matters. We understand that life can throw curveballs, and sometimes pressure can become overwhelming. It's important to remember that seeking help is a sign of strength and not weakness. If you or someone you know is struggling with their mental health, don't hesitate to reach out. There are resources available to provide support, guidance, and understanding. This is the Sports Shop, reminding you that your mental health is just as important as a game-winning touchdown or shot. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Your mental health matters. Let's go.
If you are interested in your student and student athlete receiving a scholarship to college, Prime Time Scouting is the company for you. This is Coach Ellis of Prime Time Scouting. We don't sell anything, we offer service. We are looking for those who are looking for us. Guaranteed scholarships with a money-back guarantee. Internships. Relationships with all the divisions, 3, 2, 1, NAIA, HBCUs, and so forth, and also prep schools. Vetting the schools and coaches. Academic aid. Discounts on services like training, tutoring, and film. Help with the transfer portal, and also it's a lifetime commitment. The Sports Shop, Reese and Kmac, plus Primetime Scouting 55. That is your promo code that lets us know they found you for us. We offer service. We don't sell anything. Let us help you.
Check out Coach Ellis and Primetime Scouting at primetimescouting.com.
Progressive knows when you're in your RV, you're already on vacation. That's when you become Vacation You, who just camped where there's absolutely no shade. Even though regular you burns easily. In fact, Vacation You burns too, but is too stubborn to admit it, which is why regular you gets in trouble at the dermatologist, because Vacation You doesn't do doctors. So bundle your RV with your home or auto policy and earn an automatic discount from Progressive. And spend the savings on the both of you. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Hi. I don't even know why I'm calling right now. I'm sorry. My thoughts are going a mile a minute.
No matter how you served.
I left the service last year. My mom just passed away a few months ago. I missed so much time with her.
No matter what you're going through.
Before, I knew what to expect every day. And now I have so many decisions to make. I keep getting calls about the bills, and I'm trying to get a job, but I feel so stuck.
We are here for you.
Okay, ma'am. I'm glad you called. Let's stay on the line and walk through some things.
If you or a veteran in your life is experiencing thoughts of suicide, dial 988. Then press 1 to reach the Veterans Crisis Line.
This is your captain. We are going to be experiencing some slight turbulence. Please fasten your... Oh, hold on. Just got a video of my cat.
Imagine the pilot of an airplane was as confident as you are texting and driving. Seems kind of crazy when you put it like that.
Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
If you see a student being bullied, be supportive. Ask if they're okay and invite them to join you. You'll be an ally and you can make a friend. Friendship! Visit StopBullyingSpeakUp.com and join Cartoon Network to redraw your world without bullying.
I'm attorney Brian Ritchie. Workers' comp can be tricky, but my law firm will be on top of all the complicated paperwork and sneaky deadlines so that all of your I's are dotted and T's are crossed. If you've been hurt on the job, I'm on top of it. Contact us at ritchielaw.com.
You're listening to The Sports Shop with Reese and Kmac, presented by Halsco Linen and Uniform Rental Services. Halsco, the worldwide leader in linen and uniform rental services for restaurants, healthcare, the automotive industry, and industrial facilities.
Oh, we're getting it in. You know how we do it. Fantastic Fucking Friday. This is how we get down. Earth, Wind, and Fire, come on. Welcome back to the Sports Shop.
Sing a song. Sing a song.
Look at y'all, man.
Sing a song.
What am I going to do with y'all today?
This is how we get down on Fantastic Funky Friday. Come on, Horn. DL Reese in the building with an S. Rocker and Kmac in the building.
Come on, people.
The lovely, talented Pamela Thomas Smith the Fern.
Good morning.
And the professional behind the glass. Come on. Oh, man. We having too much fun. Man. See, this is what happens when you play the music like this. Matter of fact, before, you can start playing it early. We get to the top of the hour. You don't have to wait till like a minute, like 20, 10. These kind of songs you can start playing early, even as we going out. Yes, yeah. Oh, man, hey, you know how we get down. It's Friday. We always have our special visitors join us on Friday because it's always Fireberry Fridays. So let's rock and roll right now. Let's go. Oh, man, it's been a couple of weeks since we talked to this young man. We got the owner and the guy that puts it all together for the Raleigh Firebirds. We got Ray Harris on the line. Good morning, Wade. How you doing?
Good morning.
I'm doing great. Good morning. Good morning. How you guys doing?
Doing good.
Doing well. Yeah. So wait. I mean, you've had outstanding guests on before with you, and I commend you on that. But you went over the top this time, man.
Here we
go. You got a guy. that puts it all together for the Raleigh Chamber of Commerce, Vice President of Member Services and Small Businesses, and he just happens to be a member of my fraternity, and just happens to be a member.
I knew it.
The Paul Mark and the leader of the Carol Illuminati chapter of Kappa Alpha Psi.
I like it.
My main man, Devin Brown. What's up, D? How you doing, man?
Good morning, Devin. And Wade.
Yo, good morning. Good morning.
Oh, he said yo.
You got to say yo,
You got to
man.
get it in there.
Yeah. I like Devin, though.
Oh, yeah. Devin is nice.
I like him.
So when Wade sent me the information, I said, I think I know. I think I know him. So Wade, talk about what's been going on in you guys' relationship with the Raleigh Chamber.
Well, yeah, we were members of the chamber when we first started the team 7 years ago, and I will just say that not knowing and not understanding, I didn't really do a good job of utilizing the chamber and leveraging, my membership. And so we have a new intern from NC State, Cole, who encouraged me to go back and meet with the chamber again, which we did last 2 Fridays ago. Mm-hmm. And then the young lady we met with the chamber ultimately made an appointment for us to sit down with Mr. Brown. And, we have had some conversations about strategy, also about, how we can partner together to not only help, the Firebirds be better, but also to inspire young people to get involved in business. The chamber does a great job, those kinds of things. And with Devin on board, I mean, as you say, he's an amazing young man, and it couldn't be a better partner for the Firebirds at this stage and the things that we want to build on and to accomplish over the next 2 years.
That's awesome. We are talking to Wade Harris, the GM of the Raleigh Firebirds, and we have our special guest this morning, Devin Brown, who is the Vice President of Member Services with the Raleigh Chamber. So, and Wade, I am rocking the Firebird shirt this morning.
I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not either.
I'm not Devin. Matter of fact, you can ask Wade why, but I'm not either. So
But Devin, I had a question for you. Why are partnerships like the Raleigh Firebirds? Why is that important to the Member Services Department of Raleigh Chamber?
Yeah, so first of all, it's a personal passion of mine, as you all are aware, community engagement, community service. So anytime that we have the opportunity to kind of bring that personal passion into our professional space, that's usually going to end up in a good marriage. So for me, being able to facilitate that through connections with small businesses, as they say, are the backbone of the economy. But even more so, I think small businesses are what drive the culture of a region and of a community. So when we look at groups like the Firebirds, for example, not only are they a basketball team who's doing great work, but also you see the work that they're doing in the community. So giving back to the community.
That's right.
Just being able to marry all of that work together is great for myself on a personal standpoint, but also great for the chamber to be involved and kind of be at the forefront of making those connections and services happen.
Wow.
Thank you. Awesome.
Outstanding. We're talking with Wade Harris, Firebirds on this Firebird Friday. And, Wade, one of the things I want, first of all, I'd like to say congratulations. I think we've been with you probably for this entire journey with the Firebirds and how you guys have grown. But the mission that you took on in the very beginning, saying it was going to be a community effort, not just a basketball team. Talk to people a little bit more about what's next for the Firebirds and a little bit about the team.
Oh,
wait.
Did we lose him?
I'm here.
Oh,
we're back out in the community this summer, working over at the YMCA, Southeast Raleigh Y. We with the directors over there, we're running a Wednesday afternoon 12 to 1 summer camp with about 40 kids. And then on Friday nights for the next 5 weeks, we'll be on tour with the Raleigh Police Department, going to some of our historical community centers that are located in some of the communities that need a lot of assistance. And we'll be offering a Friday night lock-in basketball 5-week tour with the Raleigh Police Department. And so we're really excited about that. And then on August the 23rd, we'll be hosting a back-to-school shoe drive, which we'll talk more about as we get closer.
Okay.
And then August 2nd, we'll be doing our one-day camp at the Southeast Raleigh Y. So we got a busy summer plan, get our guys out in the community. Looks like we're going to bring back a solid crew of guys back from this year's team for next year. So it allows us to have those players here available and get them out in the community and let the people get to know who they are.
Well, that's awesome. Again, we're talking to Ray Harris, the owner and GM of the Raleigh Firebirds. And also we have Devin Brown, who's Vice President of Member Services and Small Business, Greater Raleigh Chamber of Commerce. Dr. Brown, just tell us in your role, what do you do and how do you engage the community around, well, maybe people listening, that may want to become part of the Raleigh Chamber of Commerce and become a member. So here's your chance to give them a pitch on how to engage with you guys.
Yeah, so typically when businesses join the chamber, they're joining, well, on small business side, I should say, for connectivity and visibility. So there's an opportunity to not only get to meet other businesses and business leaders, but think about how you can be strategic and finding resources and, just business opportunities, contract opportunities, maybe with larger entities, government entities, things like that. So I work on the smaller business side of the house. Where I spend time working with small businesses, again, like the Raleigh Firebirds and many, many others. We have almost 1,200 small businesses as chamber members. So I get every day to just sit with those businesses, understand what their needs are, understand, again, how they are driving and making this community thrive and be successful. But then also even taking that step further and helping them to get connected. So one of the best things for me is seeing those small businesses getting together. I was at a conversation the other day with a business who just got a new housing development project, and they connected with another member who makes signs, and they're talking to another member who does health insurance for staff. So just being able to connect those dots is where I kind of stand in that space and helping our businesses to grow and thrive.
All right, well, hey, if you heard the people, the Raleigh Chamber of Commerce, the guy that puts it all together is Devin Brown, VP of Member Service and Small Business. Hey, Wade and Devin, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us on this Firebirds Friday, man. I'm pretty sure maybe we all put our heads together and do something collectively together down the line. So I appreciate you guys, though.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. And came back to the station to bring you shirts this week.
Oh, really?
Oh,
okay.
hey, there's another guy.
I'm gonna come bring them to you personally.
Well, you better bring another one too. I'm just saying. Anyway, it's all good.
I'm doing new one myself.
I take it.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna get you when you brought the mayor on, and I snitched on you.
You did.
Oh, Janet, you told Janet. Yeah.
I was like, Janet, you want to get me a shirt?
That's
We're
right.
still on the same team, baby.
Okay, guys. Hey, y'all have a great weekend. Appreciate you guys.
Have a great weekend.
All right, man. That's good. Yeah, that was good stuff there, man. But yeah, just closing this. We're a couple minutes before we close this thing out. I know. We was talking about Justin Tucker, I think it was, right, right before the break, and it's just, I don't know. It's just, it was more magnified. No, what's the word for it? We knew more about Deshaun Watson, maybe because he's a quarterback and because he's black.
Maybe.
Yeah, there you go.
Check.
How about that?
Check.
How about that?
Yeah.
And then you got this white little kicker over here, or whatever. But you got this black quarterback from Clemson and all that, that kind of thing.
With all that money.
Yeah.
He got all that money.
Yeah.
We got to make sure we do away with. He got all that money.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, we're gonna go to the phones. We're gonna go to the phones right quick. Hey, Billy, we got 1 minute. What you got, man?
Good morning, Billy.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. I hate you got me on 1 minute. Kmac, you on time. Good thing this morning, Kmac.
Oh Lord.
Bam.
Yes, sir.
Bam.
Hey, babe.
No.
Yes.
Listen, I'm going totally different off of all of y'all. Techno stuff. I am the unknown critic, and will even say something crazy like the man faking when he
that was crazy.
fell out on his knee.
That was crazy. Wow. Anyway, go ahead.
That was crazy, but it did look like he flopped. I want to say to you guys, I want to commend you, Reese. You've done an excellent job. 21 Balls of Fire achievement. You've been one of our best high achievement brothers coming off our line.
Thank you.
You've done a good job, man, with your show. You've got Pam and Kmac there. Kmac, man, you all are professional. You even though you look like you be asleep some of the time, you do a really, really good job. You're professional. You know what you're doing. Pam, you're in a male-dominated area. You hanging on your own. Pam Oliver don't have nothing on you.
Wow. Thank you,
I
Billy.
just want to lift you guys up.
We appreciate
your show,
you.
You're out there in the community like with brothers that just left. You have national things. And how I say that I know that your show is legit is by looking at your advertisement.
Yeah.
Y'all don't play. Praise God, man. I just want to ask the Lord to bless y'all, to keep y'all, increase your finances, lift you up, lift up the people that listen to you, continue to do what you do because you don't know who's listening to you and what your next level may be. Don't change.
That's my man. My man.
Y'all are in the hood, but not of the hood. So you keep it real with the people who can understand
Hey,
you.
Billy, appreciate. Thank you for the kind words.
Thank
You appreciate
you.
Man,
Y'all do good.
have a great weekend, Nuke. Appreciate
That don't mean
you.
I'm going to say nothing nice about you either.
That was really nice.
Listen every afternoon for The Drive with Tim Donnelly.
With free agency coming up, I don't know a lot about economics, but I know this. When there's a little supply, it's going to make the demand high. There's not many centers out there, and the Canes need one, so just be prepared for this. Either you're going to get a player you like, but the cost is going to be too much, or you're going to get a player you don't like, but you'll like the cost. You can't have it all.
The Drive with Tim Donnelly, 3 to 6 on 99.9 The Fan.
Hi, I'm Earl Reese with the S, here to discuss a topic that literally is near and dear to my heart. About 5 years ago, I underwent heart bypass surgery to remove blockages and improve my overall cardiovascular health. My experience highlights the importance of heart health, and I wanted to list my top 10 steps we can all take to protect our hearts. Number 1, stay active. Number 2, eat a balanced diet. Number 3, quit smoking. Number 4, manage stress. Number 5, monitor your health. Number 6, maintain a healthy weight. Number 7, limit your alcohol intake. Number 8, get enough sleep. Number 9, stay hydrated. Number 10, know the signs: chest pains, shortness of breath, and dizziness, and seek medical attention if you experience any of these symptoms. My personal story is a reminder of the importance of heart health. By taking proactive steps, we can all work towards a healthier heart and a longer, more fulfilling life. Let's go.
Hi, this is Phil Ford. Did you know that Allsco invented the restaurant uniform rental industry? Allsco offers a wide variety of chef wear for any type of restaurant. From fine dining to fast casual, we can outfit your staff in chef coats, cook shirts, and pants. Not only that, but we can clean and press them every week to ensure your staff looks as good as your food. Call 800-408-0208 or visit allsco.com. That is ALSCO.com to learn more.
The law offices of Gregory and L. Williams, PLLC, is here to serve your legal needs in the areas of personal injury, estate planning, civil litigation, and traffic matters. Whether you were injured through no fault of your own in an auto accident, or if you need to complete or update your will, your power of attorney, living will, or trust, or if you're injured through breach of contract, contact GRW Law, where we protect the injured and counsel the uninsured. You can reach us at 919-282-4696, or you can visit us on the web at grw-law.com.
Every season can be punishing for your roof. Mother Nature is a fierce opponent that doesn't take a break, which is why you need RoofWorks on your building maintenance team. Hi, this is Holly from RoofWorks. We specialize in keeping your commercial roof in great condition no matter what the issue may be. We offer roof inspections, roof repairs, and if needed, a full roof replacement. We help determine if there's a problem with your roof and advise you on the most cost-effective way to handle it. Contact us today at roofworks.com. That's roofwerks.com.
Have you heard? Kohl's Instant Kohl's Cash event is happening now. That's right. You can get $10 Kohl's Cash to use instantly when you spend $25 or more. Get it today and spend it today on summer must-haves from your favorite brands. Yep, you definitely don't want to miss this. Get instant Kohl's Cash while you still can at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Offers end June 29th. Some exclusions apply. Coupons and Kohl's Cash do not apply to Sephora at Kohl's. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
The future depends on teachers. Every day, teachers are shaping our tomorrows.
starting their students on journeys that will change the course of history. Right now, in a classroom somewhere in the United States, there's a teacher inspiring a future scientist who will make preventing pandemics their life's work, sharpening the mind of an aspiring environmentalist who will help combat climate change, and generating possibilities for a student who will be the first in their family to graduate college. It all starts with teachers who meet challenges with creativity, who reinvent education for the future, who work towards a school system that lifts up every child, regardless of race, income, or zip code, and to enable the full potential of our students, our communities, and our country. Explore a career that leaves a legacy you can be proud of. Shape the future. Teach. Learn more and receive free support at teach.org.
Hunger lives in neighborhoods all around us, but it doesn't have to. Together, we can provide 1 billion meals by 2030, because everyone should be welcome at the table. Learn more at nourishingneighbors.com.
This hour of Buzz Sports Radio is powered by Ritchie Law Firm, injury lawyers. Ritchie Law is on top of it. Go to ritchielaw.com.
That's ritchielaw.com.
Your home for Duke football. WCMC HD2, HD3 Holly Springs, WDNC AM Durham, and WCLY AM Raleigh. The Buzz.
I'm WRAL meteorologist Elizabeth Gardner. Definitely a warm, muggy start this morning. We'll see mostly clear skies heading out the door. We have a chance of afternoon and evening thunderstorms. As a matter of fact, a level 1 risk that a few of those could produce some wind damage. Definitely some heavy rain possible. 96 for the high, but it'll feel more like 102. 105 is the heat advisory criteria, so we stay just under that. 74 overnight tonight, and then both Saturday and Sunday will feature highs in the mid-90s with afternoon storms.
As always, you can visit the Sports Shop website, thesportshopradio.com, to catch up on all things Sports Shop. Help put together by our friends at Creative Allies. Creative Allies believes that everyone deserves great marketing, no matter your budget. The Kmac Creative Allies can help you with everything digital. That means a logo design or a new website. If you're a small business owner who needs a little help with marketing, you should reach out. Visit creativeallies.com or send an email to marketing@creativeallies.com.
Can't understand why we treat each other in this way.
Come on. Are you going to start this weekend out like this?
Yes.
We going to start the cookout like this?
That's where the cookout's going to start.
If it's warm enough.
Oh, it's warm enough. Look, you don't need coals.
Come on.
And no matter how it's said
And done.
we are one.
Song right here.
No matter what we do, we are one. God will see us through. We are one.
It'll see you through. Trust me.
That's the way it is.
You better. Come on,
Better
Ridley.
play that.
I remember the time we had the keyboard player on our show. We had 2 of them maids on our show. Remember that? Mm-hmm. We was downtown out of studio doing that.
That was crazy.
That was crazy.
Nice.
You know, sometimes some of the people we talk to.
Yeah, I forget.
I'm just like, man, we talked to them, didn't we? We talked to them, didn't we?
It's so bad. Yeah.
My favorite, though, talking to Verdine, though.
Verdine White, yeah. We did it a couple times.
Reese said, I know some people. I said, well, you know some people, put us on the front row. He said, okay. We'll sit on the front row.
I told him, I guess about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I don't want his money, any of that. I just want that phone. Just give me that Rolodex and the phone, the contact list.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, boy.
It's worth millions.
I was recounting a story last night.
Uh-huh.
You
I'm sure you didn't see it. The CMA fest.
Yeah, but your boy was up there.
Keith Urban.
Yep.
Did you see that guy was behind him coming up on stage?
That's the guy that was on the plane with us? No. Yeah, the guy was on that was him. Because the big guy, but see, you talked to him. I didn't talk to him.
Well, you call it talk to him. you call it talk to him.
You had a conversation?
Well, it was one way conversation.
You did like this?
All I remember, Reese said, so that's the guy you was going to fight?
That's a big dude.
I knew it was big as that dude right there. But Pam, he kept putting my arm off the armrest. I was like, man, you know, when you're in the middle, first of all.
Why are you in the middle?
You didn't see him?
Oh, gracious.
You lying. You right about that.
But, I was like, yeah, right, whatever. He could work for some client.
Uh-huh.
Who his client?
Right.
We flying out to Phoenix.
We found out that night.
Yeah.
I said, that's a big bodyguard right there. Oh, wow. That's the same guy.
Wow.
We found out his client was Keith Urban. So, yeah.
And you had been doing him like this. Y'all about to fight over the armrest.
Yeah, we got to play. I told Reese, I said, man, I'm about to jack this dude up.
I do remember that now. I do remember that.
Wow.
He looked up, man, come on here, man.
Or you get us both killed.
He said that quite a bit on that trip.
That was a trip for the trip.
He said, back, bring your ass.
Because that's when we was at the concert. We thought,
Yeah.
Well, actually, he ain't paid. I don't know why he was on CMA's here, because the songs he played didn't sound like it's country to me. I don't like pop,
right.
songs. And we out there, open bar, on one side, inside the stage, right there by the stage.
That's because you opened it.
It was 2 bars. I mean, Kmac had his, I had mine.
That's a wild dude right there.
You wild boy.
Wild boy.
Shout out to Sarah Spain, the whole
ESPN crew. That's right. Where's Sarah Spain? I ain't seen her. Is she off the grid?
I don't know. She probably on the podcast over there.
Yeah.
She's smart.
That's right. That's right.
But we had
name dropping up in here.
I go, boy, we had a time that day. We had a good time though, man.
Yeah.
But that make me think of stuff like that when we kind of think back, especially since we're coming up on the end of our 15-year anniversary month, which is this month actually.
Yep.
June is our anniversary.
Picture of Sarah Payne. I'm gonna find that picture.
June is our 15. This June was our 15-year anniversary month.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Exciting.
Pretty soon, Pam, I'll be looking at you on TV. I'll be looking at you on TV. I said, that's Pam right there.
I remember her.
Yeah, I know Pam. But yeah, we have a good time as always. We rock it out, man. But I want to say something, Reese. You have Real Men Wear Pink shirt on.
Mm-hmm. I do, yeah.
Yep. I have a Camp Corral shirt on.
Yep.
And one of the things people always ask, they said, you guys are always in the community. It made me think about what Wade was talking about, especially what Billy was talking about.
Yeah. Shout out to Billy. That's really nice what he said.
And I want to say, because I am a board member of Camp Corral, Camp Corral provides summer camps for the dependents and the children of wounded warriors and veterans and service members all over the country. So to date, this year, we are sending over 3,000 kids to camps all over the country.
Wow, that's awesome.
3,000?
3,000.
Wow. That's a lot.
3,000 kids to camps all over the country.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So great organization. They do great work. I just sit there and I'm on the board, but I don't do all. They do the real work. So they do wonderful work. And I'll ask to employ all of you to go to campcorral.org. That will be campcorral.org. Take a look. You want to donate. You want to send some sponsorship dollars our way, and you want to be a part of a great organization doing wonderful things. I will say this though: one of the most surprising, touching things, we have a consultant that comes in and they take all of the surveys at the end of each year, and they go through all of the campers and they start, and they kind of work through all of the feedback from all of the campers. And one of the things that we found was the things that you learn about. And first of all, it's kids 8 to 16 or 15, because you age out at 15.
Right.
But I started a leadership portion of it where from 16 to 18, we developed a program where we developed them into how to become leaders and become camp leaders. So as they go off to college, go off to high school and be in high school, moving on to college, they can have more leadership traits. But what I was going to say was, so many young people suffer from like anxiety. They suffer from stresses that we just assume that's not there. Right. And they talk about some of those things. They talk about some of those things when they do the exit interviews at the camps. And I thought that was pretty interesting because we just assume that everybody's out here on the playground on the seesaw.
Everybody good.
Everybody good, and that's really not the case.
Everybody not good.
Yeah, and that's really not the case. But
that's great work, man.
That's
go out to Camp Corral, check it out. CampCorral.org. Make sure you guys check it out and give them a shout out. A-Town, what you got for me back there, my friend?
So the poll question can be found on X, formerly known as Twitter, through Buzz Sports Radio, the Sports Shop 1. And the poll question, if you were an NBA general manager, are you drafting players to win now or to try to win in the future? And 67% of people are saying win now.
Ooh. Okay.
Okay. I'm okay.
Yeah,
if you have the choice, but
Exactly.
do you have the players that will allow you to win now? That's the question right there.
So we kind of look at all of these, number one pick. Who's the last number one pick that has been come into a position as good as the one that Cooper Flagg is coming into? Normally, you go to a bottom market
That's
team.
A good point. Yeah,
a bottom feeder.
Yeah,
you go to a Washington Wizards.
Right. Right.
You go to some of those where it's just L.A. Clippers, where you got no shot at being successful. You got to get out. Cooper Flagg, who was touted as one of the best player in college basketball last year.
Yeah.
With his youth, his age, is coming into what some would consider to be a title contender.
Absolutely.
You just added a title contender on a rookie deal to a playoff contender. Man, how good is that? That's a pretty good situation.
To ask you a question,
mm-hmm.
I'm going
nobody, right?
Yeah, it's a really
this is history right here.
Yeah, I would say, I think this is because I'm looking at John Wall in 2010. He has a Washington Wizards. They want
a playoff team.
Blake Griffin to the Clippers.
They were a playoff team when he got there.
As you said, Clippers ain't gonna do nothing.
But
they ain't never do nothing. But yeah, to your point, no, I think this is probably the first time that because did they make the playoffs or they was on the verge of the playoffs? They was
in the game.
Yeah,
they was in the
playoffs
in the final. But not this last year. The year before. Before Kyrie.
It doesn't matter. I mean, they're a very good basketball team. So to have this guy being the number one pick joining them, that's all about how they had a 1.3 chance of getting the number one pick.
Well, yeah,
so
that's crazy.
That's the other part. That's the other part. So that allowed them to do this.
Nico is sleeping much better now.
Oh, he's a hero. think about this.
He has redeemed himself.
Think about how he was getting booed and ran out of town.
Threats
because
and
Luka
everything.
left. Now they got AD and all these other players back. When the Kyrie come back, then
they got Cooper Flagg.
Then they got Cooper Flagg.
I think he's doing okay.
He said,
he's still getting booed though.
How you like me now?
I was just about to ask that question.
Why?
They love Luka so much.
Why?
Well, it won't take long for them to forget.
But first of all,
yeah, but why?
Yeah, Fat Luke ain't won nothing.
Well, he was drafted there, 18 years old. They watched him grow up from a kid to a man, so they have these ties to him.
He came in as a man. You see how big he was? How old he was?
Lord have mercy.
The man was grown when he got there.
He's big boned coming in.
Big boned coming in. Wow. Wow, big boned coming in. But I will say, I think I was just thinking about it last night. I said, man, this is like one of the greatest situations you could possibly have. I can remember when a number one talent came to a already championship contending team.
Right.
Yeah. So James Blackwell reminds me way with Stick, as we call him, James Worthy.
Yeah.
was number one pick going to the Lakers. But that was one of those funny things too about draft picks and trading away, and then everything had to fall just right. It's the same kind. But yeah, him going to the Lakers. Him going to the Lakers in spec back in those days.
Yeah.
When Magic was already there, Kareem was already there.
That's what I just thought about. I said, it was pretty stacked. Yeah, it was pretty stacked.
That's pretty stacked there.
But that was that's a stacked team though. Now, I don't know. We got about a minute or so. So what's your problem again with Duke having all of these players?
No.
First of all, I just want to ask this.
5 starters.
First of all, what's your problem
First of all,
again?
the word problem is not the appropriate word.
Concern?
Not a concern. I was just highlighting. I was and pointing out the fact that it's pretty amazing, and they should be congratulated that their entire starting 5.
Right.
3 was drafted in the first round. 2 was drafted in the second round.
Okay.
And what blows my mind, and it's hard for me to get off this, is that how in the hell did they not win a national championship?
Right.
Ain't nothing never good enough for you.
No. It's good. I was highlighting.
Ain't nothing never good enough
But
for you people.
they weren't good enough.
Okay. It happens. Sometimes.
It does.
A lot.
I do. That's what boy.
I just can't
Elton Brand, Kyrie Irving. We did it the other day. Plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 0.
I just cannot fathom the fact that this historic run came down to the fact that we can't inbound the freaking ball.
No way. When they showed C.R. James last night going to the Hornets, I said, well, maybe he'll learn how to throw the ball in there.
See, that's what people remember the bad thing you do.
Now, he may be family soon. Now, you stop that.
That's true.
He may be family soon.
That's true.
But then again.
Hassan can show how to throw the ball in.
If they do end up being together, he married into a Carolina family, so he might want to.
That's true.
He gonna get these kinds
maybe
of jokes.
She can teach him. She plays soccer. She plays soccer.
She can teach him how to pass.
She can teach him how to pass.
he may end up in one of those situations like what's the kid that played for the Packers with the gymnast? I forgot his name now.
Oh yeah.
Simone.
Yeah.
He may end up in one of them situations.
But actually, if you look at it, because Brianna's like ran down here, and Seahawks is way up there. I'm like, boy, he's
people
really
gonna be running up to him. Oh my God! Can I have your autograph?
Well, that's not pretty.
That may happen though, seriously. But shout out to Sion James. You told a story earlier, but I like his game. I like his dedication.
The defender.
I don't know if he shoots that well, which is okay. Which is okay.
But no, the key is he can. I seen him make some threes. So I think the older you get, I think he'll become a better shooter. But defense, I mean, he would lock you down.
Yes.
This last series just showed us.
And he's 6'6", legit, and he's like a tight end size.
Look, if Caruso could be a lockdown defender,
yeah.
You know, I see a place for people like C.R. James in the NBA. But we'll talk about that later. I just want to ask that question because, you know, when I heard you guys earlier talking about it, I was just like,
no, I didn't say the problem. I was just highlighting the fact.
Yeah, well, Pam kind of
did. I mean, you can call
it's
it a problem.
Hard to watch.
It's hard to watch. You can call it a problem. You can call it underachievement. You can call it underachievement too.
I'm excited for him, but it's hard to watch.
Wow. You kidding me? You kidding me?
Okay.
Oh my God. God.
If I got 3 first rounders, 2 of them were in the top 5.
Right.
One of them was the number 1 pick.
You know what?
One was the generation basketball player.
You know what?
And then you got these other 2 guys. One from Australia. One came in for Tulane. I mean, just awesome.
You know what?
Through the portal, and they were phenomenal.
Right.
You know what?
I mean,
you know what y'all sound like? Y'all, you know them people. They didn't even go to college. They be like, I thought you'd be valedictorian. You didn't even go.
Why you worried about me, right?
How you gonna say when they criticize me? Well, you know, all them scholarships and all
again,
you had.
criticize is not the appropriate word. I was highlighling.
What? You don't call it criticism?
No. I was highlighting the facts that
really
they were significant accomplishment with 5 guys being drafted. You know, that means they had very, very good players on the team. And to the extent that
Look at it, man.
I can't get it out.
Look at it, man. Look at it.
You know,
He know
so
you
my
wrong,
feelings
man.
are, it's hard to watch, and then you watch it, and you be like, well, you didn't win a championship.
Wake me up.
Whenever
y'all do this, y'all really make me want to cuss. For real, though. Like, matter of fact, we're going to take a break so I can. Hey, Tal, what you have for me?
Hey there, Sports Shop listeners. It's time to step up our game for the Durham Public Schools Foundation. We're shining the spotlight on this incredible nonprofit dedicated to ensuring every student in DPS thrives thanks to the power of our united community. You can make a big play by donating or volunteering. Your support is the game changer our students need, helping to provide the resources and opportunities they deserve. Take action today by visiting bullcityschools.org. Whether you're giving a little or giving a lot, sign up to volunteer or spreading the word, you're making a difference. Together we can achieve amazing things for our students. Durham Public Schools Foundation and Sports Shop listeners, let's team up for our kids.
You know, I know people, have this like about this person and that person and personalities. But why would you ever be upset that a champion reached out to another 6-time champion to seek advice on how to be a repeat champion? How could you see that as a problem?
Good question.
We'll talk about that and who that is next. Let's go.
Sports from a fan's perspective and a lot of fun. The Sports Shop on Buzz Sports Radio.
Listen every afternoon for The Drive with Tim Donnelly.
With free agency coming up, I don't know a lot about economics, but I know this. When there's a little supply, it's going to make the demand high. There's not many centers out there, and the Canes need one, so just be prepared for this. Either you're going to get a player you like, but the cost is going to be too much, or you're going to get a player you don't like, but you'll like the cost. You can't have it all.
The Drive with Tim Donnelly, 3 to 6 on 99.9 The Fan.
This is Kmac. You're tuned into the Sports Shop, where we go beyond the game and delve into the heart of what truly matters. It's time to talk about men's mental health. We're a community with a way of life that brings together family, friends, and fans to discuss the thrill of the big game. But life is about more than just sports. We recognize that every day men engage in various activities that form the fabric of their lives. Whether it's in the barbershop, the salon, or the cigar lounge, these are places where conversations flow freely, friendships are forged, and bonds are strengthened. Today, we want to remind all men out there that it's okay to talk about more than just the game. Your mental health matters. We understand that life can throw curveballs, and sometimes pressure can become overwhelming. It's important to remember that seeking help is a sign of strength and not weakness. If you or someone you know is struggling with their mental health, don't hesitate to reach out. There are resources available to provide support, guidance, and understanding. This is the Sports Shop, reminding you that your mental health is just as important as a game-winning touchdown or shot. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Your mental health matters. Let's go.
Is your business looking to reach a wider audience? Look no further than the Sports Shop Radio Show. Our show is the fastest growing and most active sports talk show on the air today. And advertising with the Sports Shop has the potential to greatly benefit your business. Not only is our show fun, we also cover a wide range of sports topics and have amazing connections with mega sports stars. Plus, we feature cultural references and influences with sound effects and great music from the last 50 years. The Sports Shop Radio Show is designed for anyone who loves sports, and as a business, you can take advantage of this by placing ads on our show to reach a large number of potential customers. Remember, in radio advertising, good ratings and listeners do count. The hosts, Reese and Kmac, along with a wide array of regular and special guests, engage in real talk about real sports for real fans. Reach out today to place your ad with the Sports Shop and take your business to new heights. Email us at info@thesportshopradio.com or call 919-890-6200.
First aid kits should be ready in case of an emergency, but most fall short. Alsco has you covered with one flat rate, never expired, user-friendly first aid system that is ready whenever an emergency strikes. Alsco's representatives check and refill the first aid kit on a regular basis to ensure it is always stocked and ready to go for one flat weekly rate. A first aid kit that has you covered when you need to be covered. Call 1-800-408-0208 or visit alsco.com. Again, that is ALSCO.com to learn more.
If you need to hire, you know it takes time. Well, what if you could meet with qualified candidates the very next day? Now you can with Zip Intro from ZipRecruiter. You simply pick a time and it does all the work of finding and scheduling qualified candidates for you. Then you choose who you want to talk to and meet with great people on back-to-back video calls as soon as the next day.
Try Zip Intro for free at ziprecruiter.com/free. Zip Intro. Post jobs today. Talk to qualified candidates tomorrow.
It is I, Juan Carlos Santiago del Santiago, the coolest man in the world. Yes, I am back in Raleigh. Do I go downtown with so many places to party? No, I go to the Shakey's place. The good food, the fine drinks, the coldest of beers, and of course, the many, many beautiful people. I always hang at the Shakey's place, the coolest bar in the world, because, well, it was built for me. Juan Carlos Santiago del Santiago, the coolest man in the world. The Shakey's place, 8800 de Raleigh Road by the Shelley Station.
When you're living with low vision, life can be a challenge. Everyday tasks and the things you love to do can become difficult and feel impossible. You might find yourself feeling sad, isolated, frustrated, and like you just want to give up. Don't. If you're 55 or older and your world has gotten smaller because of vision loss, it's time to be bold. Time to be bold is helping people like you with low vision regain your independence. Go to timetobebold.org for a list of services in your state that will give you the tools, technology, training, and support you need to live your bold, best life. Join others who found a bright, bold future. Go to timetobebold.org. Help is here. Go to timetobebold.org today.
Sports from a fan's perspective and a lot of fun. The Sports Shop on Buzz Sports Radio.
Oh, then he'll steal your soul, and all you have left is skin and bones. You better prepare. Prepare, lay your love on the line. Prepare. Prepare, lay your love on the line. It's alright. It's alright. And no fear. Love yourself more. Prepare to lose what you get. No little girl, love won't push you every time.
This is recharge music right here.
Chances are things are
Right,
gonna
I mean, hang on.
just fine.
I do a lot, but I'm not be honest with you.
Better beware.
I ain't never heard this for a day in my life.
'Cause when you lose your
This my face is high point.
well, then you
High
lose
point
your
you.
world.
It's you, baby.
And all you have left
like
is
a-
a
it's
mirror
like a
staring
70s,
back
yeah.
at you. You better prepare.
All right, A-Town.
Weekend week, love online.
Brooklyn Funk Essentials.
Who?
Brooklyn Funk Essentials.
Okay. They got some horns, so they all right. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Sports Shop. Sports Shop. Reese Kmac doing what we do each and every day. Today is the day, people.
The day is the day.
Today is fantastic, fun, funky Friday. We're rocking out this morning. We got the Reese.
Good morning, good people. Good morning.
I'm Kmac 1, and we're the Sports Shop
Morning.
1 because we are never, ever number 2. We got the firm, Pam Thompson-Smith. What's up, Pamela?
Good morning.
How you doing this morning?
I'm doing great.
Wish I had me a Firebirds Friday shirt. Guess not.
They are pretty nice.
Yeah.
Building the collection,
I
actually.
think I got the way when I called him out in front of the mayor, though.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I kind of dinged him a little bit then.
Yeah, you did.
He took one for the team then. He took one for the team.
Y'all both will be getting shirts soon.
Yeah, right. I mean, okay, so in full disclosure, he has sent me a shirt.
Yeah, it was just too small.
Well, I mean, damn, A-Town couldn't even wear that shirt.
And the thing is, I kind of took that like, this just gave me anything. No,
Yeah.
they didn't really put no thought into it.
At the bottom of the box.
No,
Yeah,
no.
right.
At the bottom of the box.
No.
No. Get it
Those
right.
are
Fix
the
it up, sister.
latest
Fix it up.
T-shirts.
So all one size?
You right, it's late.
No, but by the time I got over there to get y'all's shirt, the rest had gone. The other sizes had gone.
I didn't give it to my wife.
Because I had missed the week before, so that's what happened.
Okay, well, at least somebody.
Yeah, man, it makes a good
They
towel
went
for the
fast.
car. I mean, drive towel.
You should have been able to fit yours.
I know. I'm just playing, Pam. I want another one.
Okay.
Just like the other one.
We'll make it happen.
See what I'm
Okay.
saying? You did that on purpose.
I'll tell you one shirt I hadn't got.
No, Wade did. He said, I said, Wade, he can't wear this one. Take it to him.
See, that's my point.
He said, so he'll come to the game. He thought you would come and get.
That's all right. I'm coming.
No, the thing is, like, they just came out. He put no thought into it.
I know.
Just give it to him. That'll be all right.
Just treat me like that.
He said this will make him come out.
I get treated better by Billy Woods.
Oh, God. That's true.
That's
that low.
That's pretty damn low. That Billy coming that came back every day.
Like a rite of passage. Here I come. Here I come.
It's almost at the same time.
Look,
every day.
I wouldn't want to be pleasant on the yard with Billy Woods. I can tell you that. That joker, he'll skip class to come find you.
Trust me, you right about that. Back in the day, Billy Clyde, boy.
He'll skip class. He like, yeah, I should be going to class, but you know what? I heard they dying over there.
You know what? That's pretty much. That's maybe spot on there, my friend.
Oh, I know some people like that. Trust when I tell you, I know some people like that. Hey, Ty, how you doing, my friend?
Doing well, feeling good.
I know damn well that ain't a hoodie and a skull cap you got on.
Yeah.
Is that right? Am I?
They were talking about that a couple days
Wait,
ago.
hold on.
About the young
Wait, hold on. Wait a minute.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Mac, you may be right.
Is that? Are you what? No, hey, come on, hey.
Hey, you realize it's 100 degrees outside, right?
It's not.
I'm not outside.
So,
but cut me down, why don't you?
So I'm gonna ask you one clarifying question, sir. Are you gonna take any of that crap off before you go outside?
Probably not.
Because you're gonna explode. I'm serious.
Is it hot outside?
He said he's gonna explode. Boom! They had a foul ball in somewhere
and
yesterday.
Monday, they're like, "Where's A?" Well, he
just
exploded
exploded.
Friday at the parking
He
lot.
exploded.
I mean,
literally.
he just go poof.
It's only 80 right now, so it's not bad.
That means he's
So,
gonna keep
hold
it
on.
on.
I can't see. Is that Pam? That's okay.
Hey,
I can't tell.
It looks like
Did
it.
you answer this question?
Is that really a skull cap?
So, what do you have on your head? Period. I mean, what items
Some
on your head?
headphones
Okay, besides the headphones
and a hood.
Okay.
Keep my ears warm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It look like a skull cap. I tell you.
I think it's a skull cap on the other part. I mean, yeah, it's skull cap.
Hey, John, you got to be kidding me.
Who came on my show was talking about? Oh, Scissorhands. Scissorhands, like he's out at that celebration.
It is scary though. It's scary when y'all do stuff like that. When you young people do that. It look.
What is the culture? What is it? What is it? That's the style.
They not like us.
They're not like us. Kendrick Lamar. What is it?
I mean, I'm not really outside that much. I walk to the car, walk back. I could deal with it for like 30 seconds.
This is you in dangerous territory. I'm trying to let you know.
It's hot out there, bruh.
I mean, within minutes you could just completely disappear.
Capuch.
Oh my God!
Like I'm just telling you. I mean, you could go up at any minute. So trust
Potentially, but I like the heat. So
he said he could blow up.
He said, "I like the heat."
Okay, brother, go
Bring
ahead.
it.
Go
Bring
ahead
the
and do
heat.
your thing.
Do me a favor though. Drink water. Anyway, how we doing on the poll questions?
So the poll question can be found on X, formerly known as Twitter, through Buzz Sports Radio, the Sports Shop 1. And the poll question: if you're an NBA general manager, are you drafting players to win now or to try to win in the future? And it's 50-50.
Oh man, he tells me what. It ain't hot in here. I'm not mad at you.
He's definitely right about that.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad at you, so it is what it is. But hey, man, the NBA draft continued on last night. I'm not sure we saw any real surprises. We saw some trends.
Mm-hmm.
Quite a few European guys got picked up late yesterday.
Yeah, names we can't pronounce.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Which is okay with me. I'm just glad I didn't have to see them, before.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm just glad I had to see them before. So, but yeah, that's interesting. We saw some trends. You talked about the NIL. Now we're starting to see the true impact of NIL.
Mm-hmm.
I think the next iteration of this is going to be a lot of European players are going to get opportunities to play at some of the universities that have holes to fill.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So you're going to see some ready-made players on some of these Power 5 schools, top teams rosters, or not even that, maybe just mid-tier, mid-level teams that are trying to get in the conversation. The Florida Atlantics of the world, and the USFs, and all, some of these other schools that's trying to get in the conversation. You can, whereas the Reese, you can come up quick.
Yeah.
That
is for sure.
You could put two of those guys on a roster spot, that basically they're just trying to get their name, circulated over here on this side in the U.S. You get prepared for the draft, and hey, as long as you can get admitted in school, look, welcome aboard, yourself.
That's right.
Or whatever it is, welcome aboard. I think that'll be how we see some of the universities or some of these teams fill some of these holes.
Yeah, I agree. It's interesting. It's changing the way it used to be, and I think you just talked about some of the reasons why.
So if you are, I think it'll help some of the high school kids too, because so now you're a university. Say at Florida State.
Okay.
Right? Florida State's rebuilding, whatever you want to call it. You get maybe you can squeeze out 1 or 2 high school standouts.
Mm-hmm.
What do? You go to the portal. You're not high on the list in the portal unless you're spending a lot of money.
Right.
The next viable option for them probably is, pick off some of these HBCUs or get a couple of guys from Europe that can come in. And the reason before, guys didn't come from Europe necessarily to play in college. They wouldn't make any money.
Mm-hmm.
Now with NIL, I can bring you here. You made $600,000 playing, for the French, neighborhood team. You can come here. I can get you that plus another $400.
Right. Right. Then I'm out. I would come here.
Exactly. So I think that's probably what you'll see next. You'll probably see those guys next. I think that's the trend you'll probably see, especially since we saw so many of them in the second round yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
It was chock full of them.
Did the kid from Wake Forest get drafted, Hunter Silas?
I thought he did.
I don't know.
I know the young man from
that was your
Tennessee.
guy.
Tennessee did.
Oh yeah, Chaz
Lanier.
Lanier, yeah.
I know he did.
Yeah, I saw that. Cause he's from that's James's guy. I was like, let me see some. I ain't heard anything like that. So let me.
I hadn't heard this soundbite before. LeBron talking about Cooper going to the Mavericks.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna surprise myself.
Uh-oh.
I normally don't do this, but first time I'm gonna hear it is when we play it. Let's hear what LeBron James had to say about Cooper Flag.
I personally think that he wants to be great. He had a hell of a year at Duke. A guy that can do so many different things on the floor, can play with the ball, can play without the ball. His jump shot is going to continue to get better, super athletic, quick second jump. And also, he has the benefit, unlike myself, he gets to join a team that's established.
Right.
With Hall of Fame guys, Klay Thompson, Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving, right off the bat, Hall of Fame coach Jason Kidd. These guys are like, they can give him the whole blueprint while he continues to learn what his blueprint will be. And I think that's going to be an incredible thing for him to have that type of presence, that type of leadership, that type of just basketball IQ and knowledge around him every single day from those pieces. So I think he's going to be amazing.
Wow.
I mean, look how it's helped Bronny.
Awesome.
It's interesting you bring Bronny's name up. We was talking. I asked a question before. Hunter Silas, who was unbelievable, 2-time ACC Player of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
He did not get drafted.
He did not.
Oh,
but
you gonna sign with somebody?
So this two-way contract. That's a new term they're using.
Ugh.
So let me explain what that is. I had to look it up.
Yeah.
In the NBA, a two-way contract allows a player to split time between the NBA team and a G League affiliate.
Yep.
So instead of going straight to the G League, a two-way contract allows you to somewhat be part of the NBA team, but you may have to play G League too as well. So same thing. So he's going to the 76ers that way. Of course, Caleb Love is going to where's he going? We just talked about that.
Portland?
Portland.
Portland.
And R.J. Davis is going to the Lakers.
Lakers.
So this is going to be interesting to see how that works out. But think about R.J. Davis, MVP of the ACC 2 years ago, don't get drafted. Hunter Silas on the first team All ACC last 2 years, don't get drafted. Wow, that's.
But Bronny got drafted.
But
So can RJ take Bronny's place?
That's a good damn point right there. You just said.
Oh.
Somebody that's averaging 2.6 a game gets drafted. Anyway, we already know why. These guys ain't.
Wait a minute.
I
Wait a minute.
No, I want you to feel that. Don't be shaking your head back there.
Wait a minute.
Mr. Professional.
Wait a minute.
Look at the awards RJ has received, national awards.
Right.
Who's the GM for the Utah Jazz now?
What in the world?
That's his name is last name is Ainge, Danny Ainge's son.
And somebody, I mean, he got a job.
Oh. Well, you know what? I really can't.
I mean, he got it.
Okay.
Stand down.
So what's your damn point? That was right. What's your point, though?
I mean, the fact of the matter is, and that's the way it works.
Okay.
I mean, that's the way it works.
You're right.
I ain't mad at him. Put your son on.
Well, I just want to know now with,
If I could, I would.
Can RJ, so RJ has the two-way, but if he does really well, and Bronny plays some in the G League too, right?
Who's that?
Does Bronny go down league back and forth?
No, that was a part of his contract where he didn't have to.
Right.
He doesn't have to at all.
But he does because he wants to continue to play, and then somewhere in midpoint of the season they start putting him in.
Develop okay. So I was
He's still sorry.
If RJ might take Bronny's position.
Hey, Tom, where you
every day.
All
day he did. He just got somebody's suit.
Yeah. So Danny Ainge took Ace Bailey. So I guess we're gonna find out if he know what he's doing.
I mean,
I'm saying sorry,
it's not
son.
Danny. It's the son. His name is
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Ace Bailey.
Ace Bailey's been drafted, but his son's name Sean. I think Sean Ainge or something like that. Something like that.
We'll find it. Yeah. We'll find out.
But your point is valid. That's his son. And he hooked him up, and LeBron hooked him up.
It happens.
You got some good players like RJ and Caleb. And
you think if Ron Harper was still playing, he wouldn't put what? But Dylan's different. I can't use that example. Matter of fact, he don't need. His son walks in and says, "I just wanted to do something."
Exactly.
This is my dad.
This is
my dad.
Exactly.
This is my dad. Oh, yeah. You probably don't want to do that.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, Ty, what you have for me?
The Hilton Raleigh North Hills Hotel and Convention Complex, located on Wake Forest Road, has an abundance of guest rooms and meeting space. This hotel continues to be a top destination for meetings, conferences, and events. Enjoy live music Wednesday evenings from 7 to 10 p.m. Email yolanda.diaz@hilton.com or call 919-872-2323 and let them know the Sports Shop sent you.
When we come back on the other side, man, we're gonna continue to chop up the latter parts of this draft. And what should we expect next? Summer League's coming up. That's the next thing that's going to be happening. And then all of us are going to start turning our attention to the WNBA. And what? Football.
Yes.
Michael Jordan and Jalen Hurts had a conversation. We're going to talk about that, too.
Oh, I want to hear that.
Interesting.
You're listening to The Sports Shop with Reese and Kmac, presented by Alsco Linen and Uniform Rental Services. Alsco, the worldwide leader in linen and uniform rental services for restaurants, healthcare, the automotive industry, and industrial facilities.
Hey, it's Victoria with 99.9 The Fan. It's Men's Health Month, and WakeMed Heart and Vascular would like to remind you that stress and anger can have negative effect on your body, and if continued over time, can cause major problems like headache, upset stomach, insomnia, high blood pressure, and maybe even a heart attack or stroke. So take a time out, relax, take a deep breath, and walk it off. Manage your stress, and your heart will thank you. Learn more about caring for your heart at wakemed.org.
To all cigar smokers and fans of cigars, this is Steve from the Cigar Box and Carry. The Cigar Box, with a full bar, large lounge, and a selection of the top brands of cigars at prices that can't be matched. As many of you know, the number of places to purchase or smoke cigars has recently decreased, and many of the remaining locations don't have the selection of sticks that the Cigar Box has. You need another reason to visit the box? Well, here it is. The Cigar Box will be having its grand opening on October 9th, and the special guest will be, in person, none other than Rocky Patel himself. Rocky Patel, founder and head of Rocky Patel Cigars, will be at the Cigar Box in Cary for the long-awaited grand opening. This will be the event that must not be missed, as there will be raffles, giveaways, and deals on cigars no one can match. As the event gets closer, there will be more info on the details of the event of the year. The Cigar Box, the Triangle's #1 cigar shop and lounge, located at NC Highway 55 in Cary, at the corner of High House and NC 55.
We all want more for North Carolina. More boundless views, more adventures in the outdoors, and more clean roads to get there. But to get more, we have to do less. Less littering, that is. Make it your nature to trash your trash and keep NC clean. And we'll all have more reasons to love North Carolina. Litter less, get more. For more on the 7 outdoor NC Leave No Trace principles, visit OutdoorNC.com. Sponsored by the North Carolina Association of Broadcasters and Visit North Carolina, a part of the Economic Development Partnership of North Carolina in cooperation with this station.
Hey Charlotte, are you ready for the ultimate food experience? Then you need to head over to Dame's Chicken and Waffles with locations in Durham, Cary, and Greensboro. Dame is where you will find award-winning chicken and the most unique waffle flavors around.
Whether you're planning a private party, public event, or corporate gathering, Dame's has your catering needs covered. We offer catering for any and all occasions. Imagine your next event with our delicious chicken and waffles. Your guests will be talking about it for weeks.
Join us on Thursdays for live music that perfectly complements your dining experience. It's the perfect way to enjoy a great meal and some great tunes.
Don't forget to visit our website at dameschickenandwaffles.com. That's dameschickenandwaffles.com. And follow us on social media for the latest updates, special offers, and mouth-watering photos of our dishes. Come on, get smeared by the best.
Dame's Chicken and Waffles, where great food and great times meet. See you soon, Charlotte.
Pam Thompson-Smith, and we are with Dr. Stroman. So tell us, Dr. Stroman, what are you up to in the new year?
I'm excited. I'm fired up about Race Realities Costa, as in I am encouraging men of color to go to Costa Rica for a leadership immersion like no other. Well, it starts with thinking about your purpose and where you're going, where you've been, but also being in a space where men are learning and sharing with one another. Everything from faith to family to business to relationship to money, all of those things. I think going to Costa Rica, the magical place of healing, because we are going to have some fun now, but I just have amazing facilitators, licensed therapists, leaders in their professions, and we're going to guide and we're going to coach. I'm encouraging everyone to go to racerealities.com to check us out. We've got 2 retreats this year in May and in October. Yes, let's do it. Lead, liberate, and love.
Find what you love, love what you find. A Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you. All kinds of beers and thousands of wines. Guides in the know and prices so low, it just might blow your mind. You're gonna find what you love and love what you find.
With curbside pickup and delivery available, you'll always find what you love, only at Total Wine and More.
Drink responsibly, B21.
Do you worry about how much someone drinks?
Do you feel neglected or unloved? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you are not alone.
Al-Anon and Alateen can help. Call 1-866-200-0223 or visit alanon.org/help.
I'm attorney Brian Ritchie. Getting hurt in a car wreck comes with all kinds of stress and frustration. But when you call me, I'll be on top of all of it. So all you need to worry about is getting better. If you've been injured in a car wreck, I'm on top of it. Contact us at ritchielaw.com.
All of us have a role to play in promoting a mental health friendly workplace. Learn more at whatcanyoudocampaign.org.
You're listening to The Sports Shop with Reese and Kmac, presented by Alsco Linen and Uniform Rental Services. Alsco, the worldwide leader in linen and uniform rental services for restaurants, healthcare, the automotive industry, and industrial facilities.
When you love someone, it's natural, not demanding. And that's one thing I'm proud to say I found in you. I'm so glad we reached an understanding. Now I know.
Tonight, I'm ready. Gonna make this a night to remember. Get ready, come on, baby. Tonight, gonna make this a night to remember. Celebrations in the heart, 'cause we're united.
Come on, people. Welcome back. Fantastic. It's got to be fun. It's got to be funky. It's got to be Friday, most of all. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Sports Shop. The Sports Shop, Reese and Kmac, doing what we do each and every day. Coming to you on this fantastic, fun, funky Friday. Got the one and only. We got the Reese.
Good morning, people. Tonight.
Get ready.
Tonight.
I'm gonna make it a night to remember.
And that voice you hear,
Hey.
Is the one on
Tonight.
the Firm, Pam.
Somebody
Thompson
said you
Smith.
all key of the other song, Pam.
Whatever.
You didn't see me going.
You always doing this.
I was trying to get you.
I know he ain't talking. I know he ain't talking. Y'all a trip.
What key do you sing in?
Whatever key is needed.
That's right.
I'm versatile like that.
Be careful now.
Soprano,
Be careful
alto,
now. That ain't-
tenor.
No, that's the other. That's the other.
Oh, that's Niecy.
Yeah, that's the other girl. That ain't you. That ain't you now. Look, I know how sometimes we always take credit for what everything family do.
We
Yeah,
do, but that ain't me.
But that ain't. No, that's
You
the
are
wrong
so
one.
correct.
That ain't. That's what you tell the old people. Say, no, that's the other one.
Yeah, that's the other one.
No, you can say, can't you?
That's
the other one.
That's the other one.
A-Town. You okay?
Yep, doing well, feeling good. Can't complain.
I don't know why you would. Sitting in that dungeon over there. That's the reason they keep it so cold. Everybody worried about you, A-Town. That's why we look. We're afraid to turn it up because we may kill you.
No, they could turn it up a few degrees, I'm sure.
Okay, all right. We don't want, look. We got to keep it icebox cold over there because if we don't, you and the equipment are gonna fry.
That's right.
How we doing on the poll question today?
So the poll question can be found on X, formerly known as Twitter, through Buzz Sports Radio, the Sports Shop 1. And the poll question, if you were an NBA general manager, are you drafting players to win now or try to win in the future? And 60% of people are saying try to win in the future.
What? Okay. All right. Quick PSA. You guys know the 4th of July is coming up, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
It's somebody's Independence. I don't know. Independence Day. But the 4th of July is coming up. Nice holiday. Pam, are you still on ICE duty?
For 4th of July?
Yeah, well, for anything, basically. Any day that I got a gathering.
What are you talking about? I'm not on ICE duty.
Oh, you do sodas.
It depends on the event.
You do the paper plates?
Yes, sometimes
Which one you
sodas,
do?
paper plates.
Okay.
But sometimes, like 4th of July, I might do dip or something like that. Or
what?
Yeah, like
What kind of dip? What kind of dip you do, Pam?
queso. With your favorite meat or something like that, or I like going over to the grill.
Huh? What, you walk by?
Pretty much.
What, you walk by?
No.
Reese has been nominated to do the potato salad this
I mean,
year.
that's fine. That's
We
right.
keep them raisins out of it.
See, first of all, Pam, you don't know nothing about that. First of all, I don't put no raisins in my potato salad.
I'm
First
just
of all,
telling you what I heard, but I didn't.
don't
you
believe
seem
everything
like
you hear.
That type.
I know what.
Wow.
Anyway, that's right in my wheelhouse, potato salad. So that's how I get down. It's a foolishness about raisins. Yeah, that's just.
Well, I just
crazy.
come over to y'all's house. What are you doing for the What are you cooking?
I don't know. I'm decided. I got to see what they're gonna put on sale at the store. Cook. I don't know. Maybe ribs. Maybe pork butt or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe I may do a brisket, but brisket kind of expensive right now.
That is expensive, but that's how you roll.
Now, who you?
We going to Kmac for brisket.
Let me tell you something. I tell you one thing. If I invite you over brisket, you know damn well I like you. I can tell you that.
You got to have enough for 100.
Right. You know I like you if I invite you over brisket. But yeah. That's interesting. Shout out to Joe Hooks, by the way. Reese, you know who Joe Hooks is?
I do not.
Joe Hooks, professional golfer, African-American young man that was on this show once before.
Okay.
He's playing in the Rocket Mortgage.
From Detroit?
From Detroit.
Okay.
He's playing this weekend. Hope he does well. I hadn't checked on him. I got to see how he's doing in the Rocket Classic. I'm sorry, not the Rocket Mortgage, but the Rocket Classic. It's the same thing. But see how he doing. But shout out to Joe Hooks.
Oh, awesome.
And in another quick story, Jalen Hurts was, they asked him, they talked to him about, trying to repeat and what that's like, what they got to do. And he talked about how he reached out to Michael. He talked to Mike.
The GOAT. He know how to repeat.
Want to be like Mike.
I want to be like Mike. That's the song. 8 times you heard that song before.
So some people are like,
sometimes I wish I would be something like that.
Be like Mike.
Wanna be like Mike. Wanna be like Mike.
But here's what's interesting, right?
Okay.
And I bring this up real quickly to nail home a point that we've been talking about all week. Have you ever heard anybody say, "Man, I just call up LeBron and get his advice on how to be a winner"?
No.
How to be a champion?
No.
See, to me, that's what impact has. When we talk about impact, did we have this conversation again?
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
See, that's impact. That's rarely impact.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, when you said Mike, even though you say LeBron, you gotta know it's LeBron because there's only one person I know in the world named LeBron.
Ever.
Right. But when you say Mike, it's a gazillion people named Mike, but you know there's
only one Mike.
That you're asking for advice.
Right.
There's only one Mike.
So people getting upset about the fact I
guess they just found that odd. Why would you talk to him? He's basketball. He is. Why would you ask him about? I'm like, wait, what?
He's a champion multiple times.
He's a three-peater.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no other way to describe it. That one, if you could do anything else, you could talk about. He's a three-peater.
Right.
That is not easy to do in professional sports at the highest level.
And he did it twice.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I just say that to say I don't see people walking around saying, "Man, I'm gonna call LeBron, ask him what he, ask him his advice." That's all.
I'm really interested to see how NBC how they're gonna use him. You say he's gonna tape all the shows.
I heard the initial
but then I heard that
launch is gonna be he's gonna tape.
He and Michael's gonna be
commentating.
Commentating on the NBA because it's coming to NBC this time as well.
Because he know you're gonna be looking at him, scrutinizing everything.
He ain't got. Well, don't be on camera then.
He's gonna tape it first.
Tape him. Damn, Mike.
It might change. It might change,
there.
but that's what originally came out.
Reese, you going to the wedding this weekend?
Which one?
Who's getting married?
Bezos.
Oh, but no, he's married. What we call side piece? Well, used to be.
Wow.
I can't remember her name. Football player. I'll put in the comments.
Listen every afternoon for The Drive with Tim Donnelly.
With free agency coming up, I don't know a lot about economics, but I know this. When there's a little supply, it's going to make the demand high. There's not many centers out there, and the Canes need one, so just be prepared for this. Either you're going to get a player you like, but the cost is going to be too much, or you're going to get a player you don't like, but you'll like the cost. You can't have it all.
The Drive with Tim Donnelly, 3 to 6 on 99.9 The Fan.
It's Jasmine from The Sports Shop. The Sports Shop is presented in part by Alsco Linen and Uniform Rental Services. Everyone loves the Alsco Injury Report featuring the Alsco First Aid Kit. So stop what you're doing right now and call 919-828-7491 to get your free personal first aid kit. That's right, you can get your own personal first aid kit for free. Call Alsco today at 919-828-7491. Stop what you're doing right now and call 919-828-7491.
Hello, I'm Brian Lane, owner of Sticks and Vines, a wine bar and cigar shop in the South Point area of Durham, North Carolina. Are you looking for a little soul in your wine bar? Do you want to get some local personal service from your cigar shop? Sticks and Vines has you covered. Sticks and Vines is an inviting, diverse, and soulful atmosphere that caters to both experienced and newbies to the wine and cigar communities. Bringing others together is our mission in more ways than one.
Sticks and Vines in the Renaissance Center at South Point in Durham, 6905 Fayetteville Road.
The law offices of Gregory and R. Williams, PLLC, is here to serve your legal needs in the areas of personal injury, estate planning, civil litigation, and traffic matters.